Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this Halloween set. So if you are interested, then just keep on watching. I'm just going to start off by pushing back the cuticles to expose any new growth. And then I'm going to remove the shine off the natural nail with my fine sanding band. And my e-file is set at 5,000 rotations per minute. Now this is my favorite part. I'm just going to go in with my cuticle bit and get anything that the sanding band didn't remove near the cuticle area especially. And I'm just going to do that to all 10 nails. And today I am going to be using the full Kiara skyline. The only thing that I did not use was their light. I wish I did because I definitely want to see how it works, but I'll do that in another video. This is their packaging. It's really nice. I got them in long coffin. The packaging is really secure. Like, it took me 10 minutes to get this out. So if they ship it to you, it's going to stay in its packaging. Like, your product is going to be fine. It does come with 4 steps. Step 1 is the dehydrator or the prep. 2 is the primer. 3 is the builder gel. And 4 is the top coat. And here I'm just making sure the nails fit her natural nail, sidewall to sidewall. And once I have all of the extensions sized to her natural nail, I'm just gonna go in with the prep. So I'm gonna start with step 1, apply that to each finger, and then go in with step 2, the primer, apply that to each finger. I'm also gonna take the primer and apply that to the underside of each extension, just to give it a tacky layer to adhere better to the gel and the natural nail. Now I'm just going to apply a thin layer of builder gel on the underside of the extension, and then apply a bit excess towards the cuticle area. Now I'm just going to hold the extension at the natural nail at a 90-degree angle and then press down towards the free edge once the gel has reached the free edge of her natural nail. And then I'm going to flash cure it in place with this flashlight lamp. And once I do that, I'll do the same thing to all of the fingers and then cure it in the big LED lamp for 60 seconds. And I did apply a bit of excess gel on the thumb by accident, so you'll see me wiping that off. You don't want to wipe it off with your finger. You can get an allergic reaction or contact dermatitis, so that's why you saw me grab the implement. But I'm just wiping it off of her skin. If you leave it on their skin, it is going to burn, so make sure you wipe that off before you cure it. And now I'm just going in, I'm cutting down the nails just a little bit. I was just gonna cut down the pinky, but then she thought all of them were a bit too long, so I just cut them down at the number, and then I'm just gonna reshape them with my 100 grit file. And also, I see a lot of people saying that you shouldn't cut the nails down with the tip cutter, but it works for me. I've never had any issues with it, no cracks in the nails, and all the sets that I do, they always last at least 3 weeks. So whatever works for you, you do that. Don't feel like there's some rule book that you have to abide by just because someone else did it. And here's what the nails look like with just application. I am going to go in with my 5-in-1 drill bit just to go over the cuticle area to make sure everything is flush before I polish. And now I'm gonna go in with some primer, which is step 2. I'm just gonna apply that to all the nails. Again, just to give it a tacky layer for the polish to adhere to. I no longer use acetone. I never used alcohol. They say not to use alcohol because it will give the nails a white cast, but I also got that when I used acetone. Either way, so I just stopped doing that altogether. I also feel like this is easier. So now I'm just going in with the polish. I have 2 DND polishes, 007 and 001. So I'm just going to apply that. I believe we only did 1 coat of each because it kind of gave it like a jelly effect, and she wanted them a bit see-through. So I just apply 1 coat to each nail and cure in the lamp for 60 seconds. And now I'm going in with my Young Nails gel paint. This is black in the color Overdrive. And I'm just going to start drawing the legs for the spider on the ring finger. I ended up doing them like entirely too long because they weren't proportionate to the crystals that I used, but it still looked fine in the end, but he just had really long legs. But it turned out cute. Those two little dots that I placed at first, those were just like a reference point of where I'm going to end up placing the crystals. So I did the legs first, and then I'm gonna do two little dots for the body just to give me like an outline of where I'm gonna place the crystals. And now I'm just going in to start the spider web on the index finger. So I'm just gonna do two lines around the perimeter, like in an L shape. And if you can't see this, turn your brightness up. If you still can't see it, I'm sorry, you'll be able to see it in a second. But now I'm just going in with like 3 or 4 diagonal lines starting from the bottom left to the top right, and then I'm gonna cure that so I don't mess up those lines before I go in with like the half moon lines to complete the spider web. And I'm gonna be writing boo on the middle finger. These letters were super cute. I was taking out what I thought were O's. I could not find any O's, but they turned out to be U's because I found an O attached to an X. I really didn't think there were any more O's until like all the letters just ended up popping out. So I'm just prepping those to get ready for once I finish the spider web. So I just applied a thin layer of builder gel onto the middle finger, which is step 3. And then I'm just going to apply the letters. The letters were really thin, so it was easy to apply them. They weren't like hard or like not bendable or anything. They were, I guess, the perfect thickness for this. So I just apply a thin layer and then apply the letters. I flash cure that, and then I apply another layer. I don't think I showed that though. Another layer of builder gel on top just to encapsulate it. Now I'm just using that same Overdrive Young Nails paint to write the exclamation point, and I'm just doing that with a dotting tool. That was super easy, but it made it look complete. Like it just didn't look right to me when it just said boo. So I just do that, and then again flash cure it, and then I'm applying matte top coat to the index finger. I also outlined the spider web after I cured the matte top coat. I outlined the spider web in a shiny top coat just to give it like a little bit different effect. You'll see what the end result looks like in a minute. And now I'm just doing those little dots like I was telling you for the spider. And then once I do the dots, I'm just going to cure that and then apply little dots of builder gel to the dots so I can apply the crystals. And we're doing a sugar nail on the pinky, so I'm just applying a layer of builder gel and then a layer of top coat, and then I'm just using the cuticle pusher to apply the sugar glitter to the pinky, and then I'll just use my finger to make sure the perimeter of the nail is straight before I cure it. And I'm using another Young Nails gel paint for the thumb. I'm just doing 3 vertical lines. This line brush, it was out of like some cheap design polish bottle, like the ones we used to get when we got those line designs like back in 2000. I just used like one of those brushes and did that. I did 3 coats of that. And then I just applied top coat to the rest of the nails. I think that was only the spider, the boo, and the thumb. And now I'm just going back over the shape of the sugar nail with a file just to make sure it's crisp. And then these nails are all done. Alright you guys, here is the finished product. Just make sure that you apply cuticle oil once you're done. And I hope you guys like these. If you did, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.